historic heat wave arrives, the record-breaking temperatures, and why the beach may not be the best place to cool down.
A group of residents hope to reverse a pilot project to install roundabouts on PCH. The appeal and special city meeting you need to know about.
We feel really attached to our community.
Duke's Malibu is back open after a 14-month closure following the Palisades fire. Hear from the restaurant's manager about the long journey back.
And get your green on. Ways to celebrate St. Patrick's Day in Malibu. News at 5 starts now.
Live, all local. Brought to you by the campus of Pepperdine University in Malibu.
It feels like summertime in March. Good evening, I'm Melissa Houston.
And I'm Jenna Parcio. Welcome to NewsWaves on this Tuesday, March 17th. An early spring heat wave is here and expected to last all week. NewsWaves 32 weather reporter Ansley Mitchell is live with the details. Ansley, even along the coast, we're under a heat advisory?
Yes, Jenna, although it is much warmer through the canyon, even along the coast, temperatures will reach into the 80s and 90s, prompting a heat advisory that went into effect at 10 a.m. this morning. If you are traveling away from the coast, other areas of Southern California are under an extreme heat warning for dangerously hot conditions, with temperatures between 96 and 104 expected. Warm overnight lows will offer little relief. Officials warn this prolonged heat could pose a serious risk for heat-related illness. If you can, stay indoors and hydrated and limit activity during peak afternoon hours. That heat advisory will be in effect until 8 p.m. on Friday. I will be back in about 12 minutes with a full weather forecast looking at those high inland temperatures. For now, I'll send it back to you in the studio where it is much cooler.
Thank you, Ansley. It is definitely much cooler in here than it is out there for you. In our other top story, a Malibu landmark is back.
Duke's Malibu reopened Friday, 430 days after the Palisades fire. NewsWaves 32 reporter Emma Martinez joins us live with a look at the first weekend back and what it took to rebuild. Emma?
Thanks, Jenna. Flames and floods could not take this iconic venue from the Malibu community.
And that's what brings us back, is being that pillar in the community.
More than a year later, Duke's Malibu is open. While the restaurant is ready for customers now, it was a long road to get to this point.
In reality, when that much water is headed your way, there's not a lot that you can do.
Early 2025 was full of challenges for the Oceanside venue and its general manager, Jimmy Chavez. The Palisades fire burned around the restaurant at nearly every angle.
The fire was burning the hill across the street, the properties around us.
Chavez says Ventura and LA County fire departments used the restaurant's large parking lot to fight the flames.
They definitely helped save our building.
While the building stood strong after the fire, Chavez feared the other end of the natural disaster.
A month later, you get hit by the other side of it.
Chavez says heavy rain that followed the fire triggered a damaging mud flow that impacted the main dining space, the barefoot bar, and the reception area.
But this one hit every wall.
Chavez says there is a silver lining to the mudslide.
Restaurants being open that long are becoming more and more rare.
And most 30-year-old restaurants do not get this extensive of a remodel. Chavez says giving up on the restaurant was never an option because of one thing.
We feel really attached to our community.
Even when the rebuilding seemed impossible, he knew the restaurant could be a symbol of resilience.
I'm sure there's other places that would be easier to run a business, but none are as special as Malibu.
He says the time away meant something special to him and his team.
Reinvigorated like the hospitality side of what we do.
Customers told me that the energy and the food were both amazing here that opening night last Friday. And as you can see, nobody is here today. Hours are limited. The restaurant is closed today on Tuesdays, but it is open from Thursday through Sunday from noon to 8 p.m. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Emma. It's great to see Duke's back up and running. As businesses like Duke's navigate post-fire Malibu, the Malibu Planning Commission voted last night to extend support. The City Council adopted an ordinance last summer to relax permitting rules for businesses hosting small to mid-size events following the Palisades fire. The temporary ordinance, which was set to expire, will now be in effect until May of next year. Planning Commissioner Skylar Peak proposed extending through 2028 to help businesses through the Olympics, but the commission decided to revisit the topic next year.
Malibu's fire rebuild is facing another major setback: vandalism. Last week, deputies patrolling PCH detained 2 suspects accused of tagging a burned property. Officials say that graffiti has been appearing all over PCH and burn lots in eastern Malibu. Deputies say they are limited in the action they can take because they need prior authorization to enter private property or catch the suspects in the act. Residents are reaching out to city leaders with complaints.
Because that is all over PCH, and it's really, people are not, wanting to live here or move here. It's a constant reminder. We're getting emails from people.
City leaders say they are looking into solutions, including potential programs to help remove graffiti from properties. They are also encouraging residents to file a letter of agency to allow deputies onto their properties without them there.
And an appeal is hoping to stall a plan to put 2 new roundabouts on PCH. NewsWaves 32 reporter joins us live from Western Malibu with details on a special city meeting tomorrow about the project.
That's right, Jenna. Residents of Malibu are appealing the new PCH Quick Build Roundabout project with great efforts to halt this upcoming construction. The pilot project aims to add 2 roundabouts to PCH in Western Malibu at Encino Canyon Road and El Matador Beach Road. Part of a broader Caltrans PCH improvement plan, the aim of the $1.2 million project is to reduce speeds and ease traffic flow on the highway. But some residents aren't convinced it's the safest option.
Definitely think that a red light would be a safer option than a roundabout.
Teresa LaGrove sees potential for the roundabouts to lead to more safety problems.
I just think about the mentality of people who like to drive fast, and are they going to think of this as a really another cool little thing that they can get around, and how if their car can take it at certain speeds.
A group of residents also see potential for the roundabouts to lead to more safety hazards, which is part of the reason for their appeal of the Planning Commission's approval of this project. In December, on a 3-2 vote, the Planning Commission approved construction of the Quick Build roundabouts to begin this spring. The main grounds for the appeal focus on the Encino Canyon Road roundabout. The appeal argues the city's 2015 PCH study did not recommend a roundabout at that location. It also claims required safety evidence under city planning rules was not submitted. Additional concerns include the roundabout's proximity to driveways and its impact on the city's visual character. Still, some Malibu residents support the potential project.
Roundabouts, once people get used to them, are a much more straightforward way to travel.
Now, NewsWaves reached out to City Council members, but they're not able to speak on the project until after the special meeting. The meeting is set for tomorrow at 2 p.m. in City Hall and is open to the public. The City Council is acting in a legal review role and is focusing only on whether the evidence supports approval for this project, not whether the project should be changed. I'm Alyssa Williams reporting live from Zuma Beach. Back to you guys at the studio.
Thanks for that report, Alyssa. Take a look at this. Live traffic cameras are up all across Malibu. You're looking at PCH and Webway right now, giving live visibility of road conditions. The cameras are also being monitored by Caltrans and Glendale to fine-tune signal timing. They are a part of the city's PCH signal synchronization project that aims to improve traffic safety, mobility, and emergency response. This $19.1 million project was completed last December, and anyone can view the live feeds on the Caltrans webpage.
The decades-old landslide in Malibu once again is raising questions for homeowners to rebuild after last year's fire. City officials say that Big Rock residents are able to rebuild the homes they had, but only if their foundations are in compliance with current building codes, which are more rigorous than when the homes were originally built. This is due to the decades-old landslide that occurred in 1983 due to the water from septic tanks and 2 years of significant rain that absorbed into the hillside. While the hillside is currently stable, water still remains the biggest concern for builders.
Making calls for concern.
Residents pushed back against a notice to install new 5G cell towers in Malibu neighborhoods. We'll tell you where those towers could go and why the city leaders say there's little they can do about it.
And a major move to dismantle regulations that address climate change. A report from Washington, D.C. on the executive order and what it means for California.
Plus, look closer, the new way to spot whales and dolphins off our coast.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Got a quarter? Welcome back. Residents in Western Malibu are voicing concerns about 5G cell towers being added to their neighborhoods.
The residents say the towers are coming with little notice or transparency. NewsWaves 32 reporter Sophia Markle is in the studio with more. Sophia?
Pink postcards informing residents about a plan to expand a 5G network in Western Malibu arrived in residents' mailboxes late last month, prompting serious concerns. Seeking to protect the rural character of Malibu.
Malibu is not valuable because it's developed. Malibu is valuable because it's still wild.
And their health.
I have a baby, a family over here that's pregnant. I have an elderly couple here and here. Our neighborhood is surrounded by people that need their health and wellness. That being said, we understand that the FCC does not comply with health standards.
A handful of residents took the mic during public comment at the March 9th City Council meeting, asking for city leaders to be aware and provide full transparency after they received notices about a plan to expand T-Mobile's 5G network by installing towers on existing utility poles in their neighborhoods.
This is not just about one pole. This is about how our city manages growth, technology, and the landscape for the next generation.
One of the locations where a tower will go in is Rainsford Place between Point Dume and Zuma Beach.
This is especially important in these neighborhoods, these areas where there are gardens, vegetable gardens, fruit orchards, and small agricultural properties.
Residents said the notices did not give them enough time to act.
Malibu being designated as a very high fire hazard severity zone, and this means that timely public notice is actually essential for any meaningful participation from any of the residents.
T-Mobile says on their website that the new infrastructure is often necessary with growing demand. Still, residents begged the leaders to be informed and guard the character of their city.
And we look up at cell towers 20 years from now because these large corporations mowed over us as city members and residents. I think we are all going to be highly upset by that.
One alternative option residents presented was putting the towers in more public places where people do not live and sleep. I'm Sophia Markle. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Sophia. Views of the Pacific Ocean here in Malibu just got better. The whale watching station telescopes at Malibu Bluffs Park got an upgrade. These new and improved telescopes give guests scenic views of beaches, marine life, and waves crashing on the coastline. The city of Malibu is asking guests to share their photos from the whale watching station using hashtag Malibu Moments and hashtag CSD2026. And it might be best to view the beach from a distance during this extreme heat wave.
Ansley, not only are we under a heat advisory, but there's also a warning about the water quality at several beaches.
Yes, it is not an ideal combination. As many head to the beach to beat the heat, LA County public health officials are warning about elevated bacterial levels at several local beaches. The surf was definitely up at First Point this weekend, and today was just as busy. Look at that chaotic scene. One person commented that it was worse than LA traffic. But actually, no one should be out there. Ocean water warnings are in effect at the following locations: the Santa Monica Pier, Topanga Canyon Beach, the Malibu Lagoon at Surfrider Beach near the public restroom, Escondido Creek at Escondido State Beach, and Santa Monica Canyon Creek at Will Rogers State Beach near Tower 18. Officials say the warnings were issued after recent water quality tests showed bacteria levels exceeding state health standards. Let's take a look at the insanely high temperatures for our surrounding areas. The high was 81 degrees in Santa Monica today with a low of 63. Thousand Oaks peaked at 91 degrees, and Agora Hills got all the way up to 93. Calabasas just barely reached 90 at the hottest part of the afternoon with a low of 62 degrees. As for Malibu, our high today was 85 degrees. Not quite in the 90s, but still pretty hot. Overall, this level of heat for this long in March is very unusual. Fire danger in Malibu is low, but elevated because of the heat. Light winds and adequate moisture are helping keep wildfire risk minimal. The waves are about 3 to 4 feet tall at Zuma Beach today and tomorrow. First Point was packed like a weekend day today, but keep those high bacteria levels in mind and probably avoid the ocean for a little bit. Time for a weekly forecast. We are going to see a lot of the sun this week. Tomorrow is shaping up to be a summer feeling day in the middle of March with a high of 85, low of 60. Thursday, those temperatures continue with another high of 85, and then on Friday, the high will be slightly lower at 83 degrees with a low of 59. And then Saturday, we might finally see a few clouds with a high of 78 degrees, a low of 57, and a slightly cooler, cloudier looking weekend on the horizon. I hope everyone enjoys this little glimpse of summer. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Ansley. This kind of heat in spring is rare, and it comes as the Trump administration has repealed long-standing climate policies. Eden Shemanek reports from Washington, D.C.
Drivers may see major changes to how their car emissions are being regulated. This has come after the Trump administration has repealed the endangerment finding, a rule that has supported climate change policy for nearly 2 decades.
We are officially terminating the so-called endangerment finding.
The Trump administration is rolling back rules that address climate change.
As of today, we have no federal rules on greenhouse gas emissions from vehicles.
In 2009, the Obama administration published the endangerment finding, classifying carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases as a threat to human health and the environment. Rachel Herron, the senior legal counsel at the Natural Resource Defense Council, says the findings set federal emission standards for vehicles, power plants, and oil and gas facilities.
If EPA determines that emissions of greenhouse gases from vehicles contribute to dangerous air pollution because of its effects on climate change, then EPA has to regulate.
The repeal means the federal government is no longer regulating emission standards, authority the EPA argues it never had.
The Obama administration twisted itself into some kind of mental pretzel to invoke authority it didn't have.
However, almost 20 years ago, the Supreme Court ruled on this very issue. In Massachusetts versus EPA, the court ruled under the Clean Air Act, carbon emissions can be federally regulated as air pollutants.
This repeal is not consistent with the law as it currently exists.
Without federal policy, states can still regulate vehicle emissions, which Herron says is essential.
All it does, frankly, is make that authority more important because now we have a vacuum.
California leaders are calling this a code red scenario, emphasizing the state's leadership in climate change policy.
California is a stable and reliable partner in this space.
The repeal now faces over a dozen lawsuits from environmental organizations and California leaders. They say legal precedent and scientific research are on their side as the fight moves to court. Reporting from Washington, D.C., I'm Eden Shemanek, NewsWaves 32.
Thank you, Eden, for that report. In another move that has California leaders pushing back, an oil company is drilling off the coast of Santa Barbara for the first time since 2015, following a directive from President Trump issued Friday in response to rising gas prices amid the war in Iran.
It's all about the games, but it's also all about the snacks.
Receipts, gum, Dippin' Dots, lollipops. It is really good.
Malibu Little League Snack Shack is getting a big upgrade. What the city just approved.
And no need to go to Hollywood. We take you inside an Oscars party in Malibu that shines with community and purpose.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Got a quarter?
What are you, superheroes?
Just four brothers who hate bullies and love this city. Gear up, guys.
Time now for an entertainment news update.
Kaya, you were at an Oscars party over the weekend, and there are also 2 exciting shows happening here at Pepperdine.
Yes, Melissa, that's right. Malibu came together Sunday to watch the 98th annual Oscars at Olo, one of Malibu's favorite restaurants. Take a look. Entertainment for a cause. Olo collaborated with the Malibu Film Society to bring the Oscars ceremony to their local dining room. Guests were treated to a free drink and a toast before dinner.
We really appreciate it. We want to keep these events coming to Malibu.
But attendees also contributed to a cause that directly helps Malibu. Olo owner Antonio DeCiccio says all proceeds from the event go to the Palisades and Eaton wildfires recovery.
It's a good program that we initiated. That's why we teamed up with the Malibu Film Society with something. It is something we strongly believe in.
Gigi Goyette, an actress who often performs in Malibu, says the event gives her something special to be a part of, and she even prefers it to the live event in Hollywood.
And this is more homey. All your friends are here. You can eat and drink and have fun and watch it and talk about it.
Attendees cheered on the winner of the Best International Feature Film for personal reasons.
Sentimental value is definitely one I want to win because one of our board members is representing them this year at the Oscars.
Many guests also credited Scott Talal, president of the Malibu Film Society, for the gathering. The overall consensus?
It's just fun. It's just really a lot of fun.
Freedom of the press, protect the environment, and encourage.
I have never had a better time watching the Oscars than I did this year. But if you're looking to watch another great show, Contempo is happening this weekend right here at Pepperdine.
My favorite thing about Contempo is just working with everyone. I feel like when we do a musical, it's so structured, but Contempo is just kind of like a free-form like musical review where we can all collaborate together.
Pepperdine's annual musical theater review is back this weekend. This year's theme, Page to Stage, featuring songs and dances from a variety of Broadway shows that began as books before coming to the stage. 14 of Pepperdine's talented musical theater students are putting on the performance in Rate Recital Hall this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are free and seats are first come, first serve. A separate understudy cast will be highlighted at 5 p.m. Spoiler, you may even see your favorite redheaded anchor. But Contempo is not the only show going on at Pepperdine this weekend. Catch Dance in Flight this Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Pepperdine's dance group, Dance in Flight, puts on a yearly performance after rehearsing all semester. The show's theme is Threads and features a variety of dances focused on connection. The show has been a Pepperdine tradition for the past 30 years. There are 16 dances and 33 company members. Tickets are available on the Center for the Arts website. Students get a discounted $13 ticket. Well, actually, one of our anchors is a part of Dance in Flight.
Oh, it's definitely not me.
Oh, here you go. It's me, I'll admit it. I did want to add, though, Dance in Flight is completely student-run, and every dance that you do see is made by one of us, like myself, one of us students, so it's really cool.
See Melissa or I this weekend, or both.
I checked it out last year, and it was the first time that I went, and I was so impressed, and it made me wish that I had gone my first 2 years at Pepperdine.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kaya.
Thank you. A grand slam for the Malibu Little Leagues as they get a new snack shack at Malibu's Bluffs Park. A home run for Malibu Little League and its famous Bluffs Burger. The City Council unanimously approved plans to upgrade the temporary snack shack in Bluffs Park.
We love playing softball, and after softball we would go to the snack shack to get plenty of snacks, like sunflower seeds, gum, Dippin' Dots, lollipops. It is really good.
While the space itself is a fan favorite, some young players argued it could be even better.
It's already pretty cool, but it would be way cooler if we could get like bathrooms and make it a little bit cleaner and bigger.
In the unanimous vote, council members agreed the snack shack needs to move forward with creating a permanent facility. But the main concern, the cost.
This is as important as anything else we do, and it is critical that we get it done, but we don't have the dollars right now.
City leaders know this new snack shack will mean more to the community than just a stop for seeds and sweets.
These amenities are really important, and having something that shows value in our community is going to show our residents that we value them and we want to encourage them to be here.
The whole project will cost $3.7 million. $425,000 is covered in the design plans, but the remaining funding will have to be raised. Construction is set to happen in the fall of 2027.
Pepperdine's Alpha Phi chapter is hosting Deslin's 5K run and walk on Sunday.
Runners, take your mark. Ready, set, go.
The event began in 2024 to honor Deslin Williams, Asha Weir, Peyton Stewart, and Neve Rolston, 4 Pepperdine seniors who lost their lives on PCH in 2023. Deslin started a run club in her sorority with the goal of completing the Malibu Half Marathon. In her honor, this will be the 3rd annual event. Registration to participate is open until Friday. Shifts in the tide for Waves Athletics.
The coaching moves that swim and dive and men's basketball are making.
And it really is your lucky day. The ways you can still celebrate St. Patrick's Day in Malibu.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Got a quarter? Pepperdine Athletics is seeing major leadership changes from the pool to the basketball court. Shanine Gevorges joins us on how these shifts are impacting athletics and what it means for the future of wave sports. Shanine?
Thank you, Jen and Melissa. I'm here at Rayleigh Reynolds Memorial Pool and on the basketball court. Changes are underway for Pepperdine Athletics. New leadership is reshaping the future of wave sports. When women's swim and dive head coach Ellie Manobi unexpectedly left midseason to take a position at St. Mary's College, assistant coach Dan Morella stepped in as interim head coach in November before officially being promoted earlier this month.
Definitely relieved and just really, really proud to represent Pepperdine at my age and, hopefully just continue to build off the foundation that Ellie built and, transform this program into, a championship winning program.
After 4 months as interim head coach and being with the program since 2022, athletes say Morella's leadership helped maintain team culture through a season where the Waves finished 4-5 and placed 6th at the 2025 Mountain Pacific Sports Federation Championship.
Have an environment where girls understand where struggle and failure is good in our sport. I think if you aren't willing to fail, you aren't willing to grow.
Meanwhile, on March 9th, Pepperdine announced that men's basketball head coach Ed Schillings will not return next season. In a statement, Director of Athletics Tanner Gardner said that due to a number of holistic reviews of the program, it is in the best interest of our institution to make a leadership change.
We all want a great leader coach and, someone that's willing to, make his players better, but also the program.
As the search process for a new head coach begins, players remain optimistic for the future of these programs. As Morella steps into his new role and the search is underway for the 14th head coach in Pepperdine men's basketball history, Pepperdine Athletics enters a new era of leadership. For NewsWaves 32, reporting from the pool deck, I'm Shanine Gevorges.
Thank you, Shanine. I actually met the new swim coach this morning taking photos for him, and let's just say he's very passionate about these girls and the betterment of the team.
Yeah, I think it's always such a good thing to hire internally, and because he's already been the coach for a few months, I know the girls really, really like him, so I'm super happy for them. In other sports news, the clock is ticking to secure your Olympic tickets. Addison?
Thanks, Jenna. It is your last chance to register for the LA28 Olympic ticket draw. To register now, visit tickets.la28.org. The lottery closes tomorrow at midnight for the first phase of ticket sales. Those selected will receive an email between March 31st and April 7th with their assigned time slot. That email will give also access to the ticketing platform where fans can purchase tickets. And a special ticketing opportunity for Pepperdine students. Meet Access Pass, your all-in-one destination for Pepperdine athletic tickets, designed to eliminate any wait at the box office or need to show your student ID. This mobile ticket is preloaded into your phone and works at any game. To activate the Access Pass, all you need to do is log in with your school email to your Pepperdine ticket account, sign in, and add your Access Pass to your digital wallet. Now you're all set to support the Waves. And women's basketball is in the postseason for the first time since 2019. The Waves have accepted a bid to the Women's National Invitation Tournament and will host the first round game right here in Malibu. Pepperdine will take on UC Davis Thursday night at 6 p.m. inside Firestone Fieldhouse. marking the first time the program has ever hosted a postseason game. With a win, the Waves would advance to face Southern Utah this weekend. Good luck to the Waves. I am personally really excited to see more women's basketball.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that they get one more opportunity to play in Firestone just because they had a whole Farewell to Firestone tour and they're going to be making that shift, but having one more game is a little bit fun.
I know, I might have to skip my 6 p.m. class on Thursday
to go see it. Yeah, me too. Thank you, Addison.
Thank you.
Malibu Farms is ready to celebrate St. Patrick's Day with a special green-themed menu. The Malibu Farms is more eager than to get their green on for St. Patrick's Day. They are featuring special drinks on their menu, including green beer, Irish mules, and matcha affogato. Their holiday-themed food includes green eggs and ham, avocado flatbread, and field green soup, just to name a few.
Irv's Burgers here in Malibu is in the spirit this St. Patrick's Day. We have their Leprechaun Oreo Cookie Shake here with us to try. It's running for $7.50 and has green mint, Oreo crumbles, whipped cream, and vanilla soft serve. Thank you, Addison. We're all wearing our green.
Yes,
I think we're ready to try.
All of us are. Should we cheers? Oh wait, y'all don't have your straws in.
Yeah, give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Also, please excuse me.
Are you guys fans of Shamrock Shakes? Are we excited?
I love the McDonald's ones.
I'm a fan.
I hope it's
every year.
Just as good.
I didn't think to just put it through the top. That would have been smarter of me. Okay, ready?
Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
Oh, that's good.
Kind of like mint chocolate
I like the
chip
Oreos.
vibes. Yeah.
I like the Oreo too. Definitely makes it different than a Shamrock Shake at McDonald's. What
Putting
do you
me
think?
in the spirit for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, me too.
Well, as we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day, us in NewsWaves are actually celebrating something else.
Yes, NewsWaves was first-time winners at ACP, which is the Associated Collegiate Press, for National Best in Show for a 4-year university.
Yes, congratulations to us all.
Yeah, it's so exciting. Actually, 3 of us were there at ACP too to get the award, so it was so much fun. Really great.
We had a blast.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So proud of our team. That'll do it for us this evening. Have a great night.
This is really good.
I didn't even drink it.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Got a quarter?
In overcrowded hallways, so much to say, not just today, but always. Will I have early morning madness? Will I have magic in the making? Yes, everything's as if we never said goodbye. Yes, everything's as if we never
you.